Hello and welcome to this Final Boss Fight Christmas themed pub quiz. My name is John and I am joined by Ben,
Hi, good to see you.
by Jennifer,
Hi.
and by Jennifer's mum,
Hello.
who
Who?
all stand a chance of winning because Jeff is not here.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I love how you will always be Jennifer's mum. You don't have a name.
No, I don't have a name.
No.
Like that parent character in a cartoon. You're just mom. That's it.
She only appears
Oh,
from
I
like the
see-
waist
I see.
up, like, or the waist down, like it's just a pair of legs, like in Cow and Chicken.
To be fair, I see it in a very different light. I see it more along the lines of it's effectively our version of Stacy's mum. Jenny's mum has got.
All right. Calm down, people.
So, while I start Pretzel Rock up and get that going, welcome to the Final Boss Fight Pub Quiz. The way that this works is...
Final one of the
I didn't hear that at all.
the final quiz of the year.
The final quiz of the year.
Yes, this is the only one that means anything, and the prize
Exactly.
is pride and a lot of chocolate that John doesn't know he's going to buy yet.
The prize is as much chocolate eating as you want to do of your own chocolate.
That sounds like a trick.
We have got 4 rounds of Christmassy themed questions and answers. Heyo, Random Sean. Welcome to the chat. Please do try and talk because otherwise we just get drowned in pretzel rock. And nobody wants to be drowned in pretzels.
Pretzel Rock wants to. Well, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I like pretzels. I like rock. I like pretzel rock.
Yeah,
Not
to be
that
fair,
much.
I am starting to think maybe I do want to be drowned in pretzels. We've got 4 rounds of...
The other side of
Chocolate.
it. Oh, chocolate with pretzels. Oh, that's a prize. Drowned
We
with chocolate
have
and pretzels. What a way to
4
go.
rounds of Christmas-themed questions with which you are going to provide me answers. This...
I never signed up for that.
You will get points if you provide me with the correct answer. You will get no points if you provide me with the incorrect answer.
And they're more fun.
That doesn't matter.
It always matters.
This month, I have a round on the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Woo!
Ah,
I have a round that I have titled Christmas Once More Without Feeling, where I am going to read you some Christmas song lyrics.
Oh, shut
You
up.
called it. No, get out from under my chair. Now.
Calypso, come on. Come on.
just waiting for you to get to the pukes. Just, just reading that out deadpan as possible.
I have a round
You
in
scumbag, you.
I have a round entitled Santa Banter, which I will explain when we get
Ooh.
there. And I have a round of Christmas trivia. And so, without further ado, those of you playing along at home, if you wish to write down your own answers, please do so. Please do not spoil the quiz by posting your answers until such time as we are marking the answers. As much as the
No.
people...
Put them in the Put them in the chat. We need the answers. Give us the answers.
As much as the other people in this will encourage you to give them the answers, please endeavour to make silly comments throughout.
We need the.
That's
So,
my job. I'm supposed to be making all the silly comments.
team names. Angel. I'm assuming you're going to go with Angel.
Yep.
I've got Glitched for Jennifer's mum.
Okay.
Do you want to stick with glitched or switch to a new thing?
Yeah, no, that works for me.
And Ben, what would you like to call your team this month?
This month, I am the quest giver.
Please follow on TikTok if you are not already doing so. And if you are already doing so, please continue, I guess.
I must admit, I'm a part of another Discord. I'm currently waiting for permission to see whether I can potentially link this across, so we might end up gaining an audience halfway through.
They will build it and they will come. Stream it and they will arrive late.
Well, yes, but still. When it comes down to it, so long as they arrive, that's the only thing that really matters.
Someone help Random Sean get set up on TikTok. I think we've got some people who know how to do that.
Who?
Who, he says, looking around at his ring light that's in the background.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let us get started with round one of the Christmas-related conundrums for you this evening, with a round on the Muppets Christmas Carol, which I have been told is arguably one of the best adaptations of said works. Question the first. What is unusual about Kermit's role in this film? What is unusual about Kermit's role in Muppets Christmas Carol? Also, this month we are listening to some lo-fi music on Pretzel Rock. Sadly, they don't have a Christmassy selection that I can play. To which I say boo.
As long as it's jolly, it doesn't matter. It's a point in a season all about enjoyment. Forget the rest of the details.
I mean, I am curious as to what the locked channel of Yacht Rock is. What is Yacht Rock?
We are about to have an epiphany
And how do you
as
unlock
John
it?
opens the door.
You have to pay for Pretzel Rock. Question 2. There are a number of differences between the Muppets Christmas Carol and a traditional telling of the Christmas Carol. I have listed 5 of them. I will give 1 point for each one of the ones on my list that you can list. It's Christmas, I'm going to hand out some bonus points. Name any of the key differences between the Muppets Christmas Carol and a traditional telling of A Christmas Carol. And if it is one of the 5 that has made my list of things that are different. You will get a point.
So, are we only allowed to answer 5 answers?
Yes.
I was about to say, I could probably just carry on for the rest. Forget the rest of the stream. I'll just do this. Okay, let's see.
I mean, I will point out I didn't include things like there are Muppets in it. Like that is just a given. It's also that it's
I mean,
not that
who
it's
would
a
put such a thing.
not that
who
it's
would
a
put that
musical
down,
adaptation. You know, it is significant differences to the story outside of it just including Muppets. 3 weeks later, Ben returns with a book.
You know me. Let's see then.
I have 5 differences. And this is from my extensive recent rewatch of it last weekend, and also looking it up on IMDb, where I do a lot of my research. Are people ready to move on? I'll
How are you,
take
Mom?
that as a no.
Alright, me and Mom are good, so we're just waiting on Ben.
All right, I'll tell you what, we'll carry on. Chances I'll be able to throw a few more back into there anyway.
Once again, I'm only going to give out the 5 points for the 5 that I picked out, but I guess we'll see what
Doesn't matter.
points you make, sure.
I am only trying to think of the most simple ones, trying to limit myself.
Okay. Question 3. Before production began, what did Michael Caine tell the director of playing the role of Scrooge? What did Michael Caine tell the director of his role as Scrooge in the film?
No idea, so I think a guess is in order.
Hypnosis by Evil Needle.
Oh, very
Interesting.
Music provided by the Evil Needle.
Let's see.
Are you ready for question 4?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
According to a later interview, what acting advice did Michael Caine offer to Kermit the Frog? In
Seriously,
a
are these really to do with the movie in the sense that,
Yes.
kill
Yes,
It
they
was giving
are.
acting tips about how to play in the movie, I suppose. So
Kermit the Frog said that he was given acting tips by Michael Caine on the set of the film. What was the acting tips that Michael Caine gave Kermit the Frog?
only blow the.
Excuse me?
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
the bloody doors off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, carry jokey. Right. Let's see.
Oh, acting tips. That's an acting tip.
Question 5. What Christmas tune are the Singing Grapes singing during Fozziwig's annual Christmas party?
Oh,
You should have watched
bleeding
it.
heck. I should have watched it as well. Let's see.
If only someone had streamed it recently on Discord. And it's available
Don't
on...
announce that over Twitch.
Yeah. On Disney Plus. It is available on Disney Plus for group watch.
Does anybody actually have the money for fucking Disney Plus?
Yes, because it has all the Marvel stuff on it, and I like Marvel.
It's a good reason. Let's see.
And Disney. I like Disney stuff too.
I like Disney, but amazingly, a lot of the Disney stuff is on Now TV because they still have that contract with Sky. So,
Do they?
yeah.
But I'm not seeing any Disney stuff on that. I'm seeing a lot of Sony and DreamWorks. Sony Animation and DreamWorks stuff. If you go through the family movies, I don't know. Is Doolittle? Is that Disney?
You know, I don't know.
No, neither do I. Cute little movie though.
Wait, if it came out through Buena Vista, then it would be Disney though, because Buena Vista's under Disney.
I know. Because it used to be written under the Disney Castle.
Yep.
But I'm thinking Doolittle.
Let's
Potentially think that might have been Disney, but
I don't know, I've been-
sure. Which Doolittle are you talking about? The original or the
oh
modern?
no, Robert Downey Jr., darling, the new one.
Oh, okay. Oh, not sure.
Question
The original-
6. What does Rizzo ask God to bless as he is jumping off the gate into Scrooge's yard?
Oh gosh.
What does Rizzo the Rat ask God to bless as he is jumping off the gate into Scrooge's yard?
Yeah, really should have watched the movie.
I'm trying Disney Plus. They ain't buying.
We have 3 streaming.
You haven't done hard enough. Oh,
I'm sorry, Mickey.
you will be.
You know, I did a survey for Now TV, and all they did was ask me about Disney Plus. So I wonder if they're gonna
Work with them?
blend.
Possible.
Question
But now-
7. According to their song, what do Marley and Marley represent?
Oh, this one I do remember.
Oh, you have just listened to the soundtrack.
Yeah. And this is 7?
This is question 7. According to their song, what do Marley and Marley represent? Yes, bot, help support the stream by tweeting out this stream by clicking that link. Thank you, bot. You are doing your job.
I see.
Can't think of the word. If I describe it in 3 or 4 words, but you get the meaning, is that good enough to answer?
We'll see how good the description is. Question 8. What is Rizzo the Rat doing on the front cover of the video?
As in, the reason why he's there, or what he's actually doing?
What is he doing on the front cover of the VHS video box?
Okay. It's a guess with that one, but I think I'm right. It's standing very still as if in a photo.
Yes. Looking bluish?
Not blinking.
Yes.
Oh, we could do this forever. Anyway.
Question 9.
Uh-huh.
Where did Charles Dickens get the scar on his wrist? Where did Charles Dickens, aka the Great Gonzo, get the scar on his wrist? And finally, question 10. Fill in the blanks. I will hold you close with a blank blank. I will hold you close with a blank blank.
Oh god, my head's putting in different lyrics into the tune.
I will hold you close with a blank blank.
Okay. Going
Blank.
for that one.
I will confirm that neither of those words in the actual film are blank. Just to narrow it.
What about the gaps between the words?
I mean, they are gaps.
Written down on the page.
But neither
Oh, yes,
of the words with which I said blank are in fact answered with blank. That would be a very weird round of blankety blank. Wonder if I
That
could.
would be the best round of blankety blank, just for the sake of what on earth is going on? What do you mean the answer is blankety blank?
I want-
Screw TV.
I wonder if you could find enough questions where you could do that, to just have an entire round of it where, yes, the answer is blank. Anyway, speaking of answers, would you like some?
No, I like the ignorance that I know everything.
Okay.
I'm just making it up as I go along.
Yeah, pretty much the same here. I really should have watched the film again.
Okay, question 1. Ben, what is unusual about Kermit's role in this film?
He doesn't have as much screen time as usual.
Jennifer.
He's not the lead.
He is not the lead. This is the first Muppets movie where he isn't the lead role.
I
How's
was
that right?
gonna put that, but then thought, well, hang on a second. No. You got Treasure Island where he's not the lead there. You got this one, he's not the lead there.
This was
Dang
the
it.
first one where he wasn't the lead.
Wow.
Yeah, because Christmas Carol came out just before Treasure Island, didn't it?
That was the other side of the thing. I couldn't remember which one came first anyway.
Okay. For this next one, I've got 5 answers. So, Ben, do you want to give me an answer to what is one of the key differences between this and a traditional telling of The Christmas Carol?
Told in a light comedic style.
That's not on my list. Jennifer.
The Children of Christmas Present aren't in it.
That's not on my list. Jennifer's mum.
It's actually narrated by quote-unquote Dickens.
That is on my list. This is one of the first, or this was the first at the time, and I don't think it's happened since, times in a filmic adaptation of Christmas Carol that Charles Dickens makes an appearance narrating the tale. Even if he is played by Gonzo.
To be fair, they have done it before. They have done it again. I know that much for the sake of the most recent one, I think, with the Jim Carrey. Where
Oh,
it
yeah.
was
Oh, God,
separate
yeah.
scenes of Charles Dickens literally telling the story, but yeah.
This was the first time he had appeared in
Yeah.
the film. Ben, do you want to give me another answer?
I was going to say that the narrator has interacts with the film and has a physical interaction.
Yeah, I'll give you a point for that. That's
Yeah.
that's along the same sort of lines. He's there telling the story. Jennifer.
The number of children that the Cratchit family have, I'm pretty sure they have less than they're supposed to.
They have more than they are supposed to. But as you said,
Oh.
the number of children, I will give you a point for that. They have another daughter in this film. Bettina is not in the traditional telling of the Christmas tale. One of the two pigs they have, because obviously Kermit and Miss Piggy's children are going to be frogs and pigs. Not some weird sort of hybrid of frog and pig.
They should have been a weird hybrid. That would have been massively entertaining.
Jennifer's mum.
In the scene where Scrooge comes home and he makes himself supper, he actually eats different food than is in the novel.
That is not on my list. I don't remember him actually seeing him eat supper.
He had some food, but I mean, for the sake of it being described in the book and what's actually been presented, I don't think they actually
No.
pull too much attention to the actual food.
He eats bread and cheese in the movie, which is wrong.
Ben.
There are two Marley brothers.
There are two Marleys. That is on my list. You get a point.
I got that.
And if anybody else has, there are two Marleys. Yeah, Statler and Waldorf play Marley and Marley. There are two of them, so that both of them could make an appearance.
Oh God, excuse your mother. Sorry about that, people.
So that is 3 of my 5. Jennifer.
All right. The last one I could come up with was that it goes in depth into Scrooge's love life.
That isn't on my list.
Damn.
Jennifer's mum.
I've already given you the only 3 I had, I'm afraid.
Okay. Ben, how many more do you have, Ben? How long are we going to be here for?
But as that we carried on, I only have another 2.
Okay, what 2 others do you have?
One is that the narrator has a friend that they're talking to.
I think that's close enough to the other thing I've given you points for already.
Yeah, which is fair enough. And for the other side of things, it was I don't know whether this was right or wrong, but I felt that Fuzzywigs was overplayed in comparison for the sake of using Fonzie. Or Fozzie.
I will give you a point for that. This is one of the first retellings of the story where Old Man Fozziewig survives to the end. As we see him at the end of the film
course.
receiving a
Yes.
present from Scrooge after Scrooge has repented. The other difference that I have that none of you mentioned is that Bob Cratchit usually works on his own for Scrooge.
Yes, of course he does.
But in this film, he's got all the little rat assistants.
Full crew.
Who get coal for Christmas, apparently confusing children, because normally to get coal you have to be naughty all year. So, Jennifer, question 3.
Yeah.
Before production began, what did Michael Caine tell the director of his role as Scrooge?
That he didn't want it. I don't know.
Jennifer's mum.
I think it's... Did he say he would do it only if he didn't have to sing?
No.
was going to say he failed at that if it was that case.
Yeah.
Ben.
That's reasons this was
I put it
listed.
down that he always wanted to play Scrooge.
That is not the answer I have. I will give you half a point, though, to Ben. Because he did want to play a character in a Muppets film, because he had missed out on being in the Muppets TV series, because he had been he had been living in America as a tax exile when they filmed it in the UK, and so he couldn't make an appearance. He really wanted to make an appearance.
Wow.
What he actually did say about his part to the director was that he was going to play the part as if he was playing a part in the Royal Shakespeare Company. He said, and it is quoted, "I will never wink, I will never do anything Muppety, I am going to play Scrooge as if it is an entirely dramatic role and there are no puppets."
Wow.
To
He
which
called them bum.
To which the director, son of Jim Henson, said, "That is bang on, that is the right thing to do. You know, this is a serious role and you are playing it seriously."
It's a good contrast too against everything
Oh
that's going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a fairly serious freaking story if you think about it. You know.
It's also very much that that thing of the comedic thing is it's got to make perfect sense to the person in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was obviously definitely the right way to go with it.
Yeah.
So Jennifer's mum, according to a later interview, what advice did Michael Caine offer to Kermit the Frog?
Acting advice.
Acting advice.
Less is more.
Ben.
I was going to play Be More Serious.
Jennifer.
If you make a mistake, just run with it.
Apparently the advice that he offered was never blink.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Honestly, that's something I would absolutely expect Michael Caine to say to a Muppet.
Pretty much.
I mean, with this film, when Jeff and I watched it the other week, I did say there's an awful lot of legs on Muppets that don't normally have them in this film. They have a lot of legs.
Yeah, you do see full Muppet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ben. What Christmas tune are the Singing Grapes singing at Fozziwig's annual Christmas party?
I can't remember what the song is called, but I just remember one part, and I don't even know whether it's from this with the Muppets, but I just remember the chiming of the bells, you know, ding dong, ding dong. I have a feeling that it had the Swedish Chef behind, I think, chorus of bells or something.
I'm afraid that's not this moment that we are looking
Oh.
for. Jennifer.
I have no idea.
Jennifer's mum.
Deck the halls.
They are singing Deck the Halls. Also, during the party, Fozziwig says that the party is so fun, he wants to now hold them twice a year.
Yes.
I remember that part. Yeah.
Which, presumably he doesn't, but, you know. Each their own. Jennifer, what does Rizzo the Rat ask God to bless as he's jumping off the gate into Scrooge's yard?
His tail?
Jennifer's mum.
It's gonna sound rude, but it's not. His nuts, because he carries around a bag of nuts.
Actually, it's jelly beans, isn't it?
I thought it was nuts.
He carries around a bag of jelly beans, yeah.
Yep.
Ben.
The snow.
He asks God to bless his little broken body
Oh.
as he
Oh, God.
as he dives off the gate, and then reveals that he can actually fit through the bars of the gate as he walks back through it to get
Yeah.
as he walks back through the gate to get his jelly beans that he left outside.
I don't know why I thought it was because you know what? Because roasted nuts.
Yeah,
Thunder.
it makes
Yeah, I know
sense.
I apologize. I'm going to have to run away quick and be right back.
Okay. We'll hold the fort for a moment. Yeah, no, he has a bag of jelly beans that he claims that he has lost at one point after the ghost spooks the horse and cart. Which is also the only time in the film that they refer to Gonzo as Gonzo and not Charles Dickens.
Right.
And then after he climbs up and jumps off the fence into Scrooge's yard, he walks through the fence to get the jelly bean bag back, and walks back through the fence with it.
Oh my god, I laughed so hard.
To which point, Jeff and I were discussing the fact that while Charles Dickens, aka the Great Gonzo, has omnipresent ability to know the entire storyline of the film, because Rizzo isn't a part of the storyline, he doesn't know everything that Rizzo can do.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Which is why he can't see that he could just fit through the gate. But anyway, Ben is back now, and so I'm going to say to Jennifer's mum, according to their song, what do Marley and Marley represent?
I've probably got this completely wrong but anyways, I've got greed, and the other one that I couldn't describe, it was like lack of compassion, or I can't think of the word. It's tip of the tongue, but you know what I mean?
I'll give you points for that.
Thank you.
Ben.
I have it down as the chains of greed which are tying him to this world and mortal plane. And that effectively it's the misery which he's going to be dealing with after he dies because of the chains of greed which are holding him.
I will give you half a point for saying greed.
Thank you.
Jennifer.
Is it avarice and greed?
That is the correct double word that they use. They claim to be avarice. One of them claims to be avarice, and the other one is representing greed.
'Cause I could remember the lyric. Marley and Marley, avarice and greed. And then they go off and describe why they're avarice and greed.
You know the worst part is I remember that line. And I remembered it completely different. I got Marley and Marley, as bad as we could be.
Well, I do know that they made changes in the DVD release that came out in the, mid-aughts. So,
Oh,
it
God.
could be that you heard an updated version recently.
I don't know whether that is or whether I just misheard it. There's the thing being half deaf every now and again. You just sort of fill in the gaps.
I mean, it could be that is just a different line of the song as well. I mean, I know they repeat Marley and Marley a few times.
Yeah, I just remember when I'm talking about kicking out all the orphans and them standing in their feet in the snowdrift.
Shivering while holding their little teddy bears.
Yeah.
They
Ben.
couldn't have picked a better pair of Muppets for the Marley.
I know.
Ben, what is Rizzo doing on the front cover of the video?
I took a stab at it, eating jelly beans.
He isn't. Jennifer.
I guessed singing.
Jennifer's mum.
I said smiling and holding parchment. Oh, smiling over Rizzo's head and holding parchment.
He is holding a candle,
Oh, it's a candle.
is the correct answer. He is holding a candle.
I said he was holding something.
Calypso, get out of there!
What's she doing?
I don't know. Looks like she's eating a Watsits bag.
Okay.
Jennifer.
But it's on the Christmas tree. Yep.
Where did Charles Dickens get the scar on his wrist?
Oh, I have no idea.
Jennifer's mum.
A sword fight with a pen.
Ben.
I put from the busts falling off the shelf.
He fell off his bike.
Ah.
At the start of the film, he is describing the back of his hand to Rizzo the Rat after saying that he knows the story of
Of
Christmas Carol
course,
like the back
yeah.
of his hand. And
Where'd that come from?
finally, Jennifer's mum. Fill in the blank. I will hold you close with a
Oh, with A? Oh.
blank blank.
Yeah. That'd be a 0 points for Jennifer's mom.
Ben.
Open heart.
Jennifer.
See, I thought it was open heart too. I remember it being an open
I
heart.
thought it was
so-
either open heart or a tender heart.
I will give you half a point for that. You did get heart. But you got the wrong emotion on the heart. It was a thankful heart.
Oh.
Ah. It's open arms and a thankful heart. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that goes to explain that.
So, before we move on to round 2, Jennifer, how did you do that round?
I got 5.5, which is way better than I expected, to be honest.
Jennifer's mum
5.
and the quest giver.
4.5. I think this is the closest first round we've
That's
ever had.
That's a very close first round.
Jeff's not here to ruin it.
Yeah, because he would have like 2 points, but then the next round he'd have like 20 out of 10.
So, next up, I have a list of Christmas songs.
Go away.
I am going to read them to you with as little feeling in them as possible. I wish to know the name of the Christmas song and the original person to sing it. If you can get me both of those, I will give you 2 points. If you can get me either of them, I will give you 1 point.
Okay.
Do we have to?
Yes.
That's
I
kind
mean-
of why we're here.
Also, I guess, no, nobody's making you do this.
Just gonna hear the bloop out.
Okay, here we go. Question 1. Wonderful dream of love and peace for everyone, of living our lives in perfect harmony. A wonderful dream of joy and fun for everyone, to celebrate a life where all are free.
Is I have no fucking clue an answer?
It is an answer. It's not the right one. I mean, it is an accurate one, but it is not what the name of the song is.
Can you say it again?
Wonderful dream of love and peace for everyone, of living our lives in perfect harmony. A wonderful dream of joy and fun for everyone, to celebrate a life where all are free. You will kick yourself when you find out where this song is from, and who, well, not necessarily who sang it.
Yeah. Probably, to be honest, probably. But I have something written down and I hope for the best.
Question 2. Pair of shoes for Louis and a dress for Josephine. The labels on the inside said they're made in Brooklyn.
I just realised how terribly I'm going to do in this round.
I am purposefully saying that word as wrong as they sing it in the song. A pair of shoes for Louis and a dress for Josephine. The labels on the inside say they're made in Brooklyn. I was a little bit mean at the start of this round. Trust me, they might get easier, but this depends on how well you know your Christmas songs.
No, not at all.
Oh boy.
I am fucked.
I did also do a search for obscure Christmas songs, so it's a mix. Question 3. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel.
At least I know this one.
You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel. This is weird that there's the backing music that is nothing to do with the song lyrics.
I think it'd be creepier if it was.
This is true. Question 4. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me.
Axel F.
Yes. Surprising one.
Wait, is that by like Justin Bieber?
He did not make the list.
Good, that means you have some common sense.
I have some Christmas song taste.
And there goes the common sense. Okay, let's see.
Question 5. Now that all the snow is fallen, it's crunching beneath my feet, and all the Christmas lights are shining on houses up and down my street. Now that all the snow is fallen, it's crunching below my feet, and all the Christmas lights are shining on houses up and down my street.
Hmm.
Man, I worked in retail. I blocked out so many of these songs.
I've never really paid too much attention to the lyrics, which might be a problem in this round.
Yes, as I cannot do melodies.
Let's see.
Are you ready for question 6?
No, but
Yeah, exactly. No, but go for it.
Bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. Thou and I shall see him dine when we bear him thither. Bring me flesh and bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. Thou and I shall see him dine when we bear him thither.
Why does he do this to us?
because he hates us.
Yes, he does.
Because our agony drives a deep pleasure deep within the soul of John.
I'm just going to revert back to a conversation you had earlier where most of my answers are going to be blankety blank.
Question
The original singing
7.
certainly will be.
Question 7. Then ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men.
I don't even know.
Maybe.
Question 8. I'm gonna hold you close, make sure that you know I was lost before you. Christmas was cold and grey, another holiday alone to celebrate. I'm gonna hold you close, make sure that you know I was lost before you. Christmas was cold and grey, another holiday alone to celebrate.
Can you do number 1 again, real quick?
Yes. Wonderful dream of love and peace for everyone, of living our lives in perfect harmony. A wonderful dream of joy and fun for everyone, to celebrate a life where all are free.
Thank you.
Did it help?
No.
Can you do the one by Chumbawamba?
No. Question 9. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought I was tucked up in my bedroom, fast asleep.
Which
The
one's this
night I
one?
ran away.
That was 9.
Right.
To which I think Jennifer may have an answer. Or is just hoping for the sweet release of the end of the round.
No, I think I
Oh,
know
yes,
this
that
one.
anyway.
We don't have to get both the title and the singer. It can be.
No, you can get one or t'other. You get 2
Okay,
points if you
'cause I
get
know-
both.
Because I think I know the song, but I would have absolutely no idea who the singer is.
Barbra Streisand.
And finally, question 10 of Christmas Once More Without Feeling. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer pulling on the reins, bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer pulling on the reins, bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Really makes me just think they just ran out of naming the reindeer there. We know these two. Screw the rest.
Oh yeah, but have
The
you
only
ever
people-
tried to rhyme Rudolph?
No.
The only reason I know any of the reindeer is because of that really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas movie. Where he's like running and reciting them so he can try and get that doll for his son. That is a wild movie.
Okay.
That was.
Does anybody want any of them repeated another time?
I think we're ready to be put out of our misery.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I get 1 point in this round, I'd be,
Okay, Ben. Wonderful dream of love and peace for everyone, of living our lives in perfect harmony. A wonderful dream of joy and fun for everyone, to celebrate a life where all are free.
I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
No.
Damn.
Jennifer.
I didn't even have a guess for this one.
Jennifer's mum.
I had a guess, but I scrubbed it out.
Might as well say.
Well, what was it? Because I'm not taking points away.
Yeah, no, I misunderstood the lyrics and I put I originally
Maybe
put
got
down
that.
like Feed the World, various artists.
No.
No, I know.
Yeah. The song is actually called Wonderful Dream. And if I just grab the rest of the lyrics real quick.
I can't say that I know of Wonderful Dream.
Wonderful Dream is a song by Melanie Thornton. And if I just read you a little bit more of the lyrics that are sung in a certain bit. The last line of the song goes thusly. Celebrate a life where dreams come true. Love's the reason, it's always the real thing.
Oh.
It's the song from the Coca-Cola ads. You've all heard it. With the lorries. The lights. It's that song.
Care.
Yeah, I don't even remember that in the Coca-Cola. All I remember is the choir going, holidays are coming, holidays are coming.
Yes,
holidays are coming.
That's the song.
It's
And it actually sounds kind of menacing.
Okay.
The holidays are coming, motherfucker. Are you ready?
Okay, Jennifer. A
Yes.
pair of shoes for Louis, and a dress for Josephine. The labels on the inside say they're made in Brooklyn.
A New York Christmas Carol?
Jennifer's mum.
No idea, but I put it down as a song for comic relief.
Ben.
Here comes Santa Claus.
I mean, I am shocked at all of you for not knowing about Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey.
Eh?
This song is called Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey, and it is about Dominic, the Italian Christmas Donkey. Because apparently...
Why wouldn't we know about
Why wouldn't you know about Dominic the Christmas Donkey? Apparently, when Santa goes to Italy, the reindeer can't cope with the mountains of Italy, so he has Dominic the Christmas Donkey.
Of course he does, because they don't fly.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
I
Not
don't
too
know
much.
what
be honest,
to
if
tell
it's what
you.
they like in their culture, then it's something good.
But yes, that is literally how they say it in the song. Is the labels on the inside say they're made in Brooklyn, which is apparently a nice thing if you're Italian.
Hmm,
Jennifer's
that was
mum.
wrong.
Not to describe you, but the song lyrics go, "You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, and as charming as an eel."
I kind of know it, but I couldn't think of it or the artist, I'm afraid. So that's a negative for me.
You're kidding.
Jennifer, you said this.
It's Mr. Grinch!
It is. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
And it was sung by Tony the Tiger. Or Tony the Tiger's voice actor, whose name I do not even know.
I'm now having to Google search who Tony the Tiger's voice actor was.
Also, the other side of things, I wasn't sure whether Dr. Seuss had performed it. Yonks.
No, it's the voice of Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. It was. It was also written by just a guy named Tyler the Creator. But also, it was originally sung by Thurl Ravenscroft, also known as the voice of Tony the Tiger.
Do I get a point for that?
Yeah, 2 points.
Awesome.
Ben,
Yes.
come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me.
Santa Baby?
Yes.
Well,
No
Ah.
idea who sung it. But
You liar. Everybody knows who sung this one.
Who sung this one, Jennifer?
Eartha Kitt.
Correct.
She got really pissed off when Madonna did a cover of it.
who?
Rightfully so.
Eartha Kitt.
I Okay,
I am
fair enough.
revoking your intelligence license, Ben. That is, you're supposed to know that.
I'm terrible with names. Come on, give me a chance.
Orson Welles once called her the most exciting woman in the world.
She was Catwoman.
She was Catwoman.
She was a lot of things. She did not put up with shit. I'm pretty sure she did not give a fuck.
No. Jennifer,
Yes.
now that all the snow is fallen, it's crunching below my feet, and all the Christmas lights are shining on houses up and down my street.
I guessed White Christmas because I had no idea on this one.
Jennifer's mum.
No idea.
Ben.
Baby Shark.
Do. This was a song called Christmas Time. Oh yeah! By the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, wow. Fair enough.
Why not?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh,
What you doing on my
yeah.
wall, man? Do you know what that's gonna do my insurance premiums? Fix that.
Jennifer's mum. Bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. Thou and I shall see him dine when we bear him thither.
That would be negative from me.
Ben.
Good King Wenceslas once looked out on the feast of Stephen.
Correct.
No idea who sang that originally.
That took some research to do, that one did. I've got it listed down as John Mason Neal was the first person I could see who sang the very weird
Cannibalism of
song.
an apparent.
Oh, no. Do not mistake
Not
the,
human flesh.
Yeah, flesh as in
Meat.
pig, as in as lamb.
Well,
Basically,
no. He said Feast of Stephen. They're eating a guy named Stephen, and I feel really bad
no.
for him.
The Feast of Stephen is another Christian Christmas celebration.
I did.
There is St. Stephen's Day.
Ben.
I'm trying to be funny. You guys just don't get it.
Ben.
Uh-huh.
Then ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day, a voice, a chime, a chant sublime, of peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Right. I have no idea if this is actually the title, but I think Tidings of Comfort and Joy.
One moment. Let me double check that, because it's a very similar... no. I'm afraid not.
Getting my hopes up.
I just needed to make sure that this wasn't like a random bit they'd taken out of that.
I see.
Jennifer.
I had no clue.
Jennifer's mum.
Why do you even ask?
Blind hope
Part
at
of
this
the
point,
game.
really. Blind hope. That is I Heard the Bell on Christmas Day. It is a Johnny Cash Christmas song.
Oh.
I'm annoyed I don't know that one because I've actually started getting really into Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash Christmas songs?
He hears the Christmas bell saying peace on earth, goodwill to men, and says to himself, "That's rubbish. There's far too much evil in the world for that." And then the bell rings again, and he says, "Ah, there isn't."
I mean, admittedly, that sounds like something Johnny Cash would say.
Jennifer.
Well, yep.
I'm gonna hold you close, make sure you know I was lost before you. Christmas was cold and grey, another holiday alone to celebrate.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
No.
Oh well.
Jennifer's mum.
I didn't have any idea about the song, but it sounded like a Taylor Swift kind of thing.
Very close, but still no.
Oh, Mariah Carey then.
Ben.
All I Want for Christmas Is You?
No, this was Kelly Clarkson, Underneath the Christmas Tree.
Underneath the Christmas... Wow. Now that is being determined to get underneath the Christmas tree.
Similar to All I Want for Christmas Is You, this is another person saying that I want to just find you underneath the Christmas tree. I don't care for presents. Jennifer's mum. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought I was tucked up in my bedroom, fast asleep.
I saw Mummy kissing Santa Claus.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I got too, but I had no idea who could have sang it.
No idea.
No one.
Nope.
The Jackson 5.
Oh.
Wow.
The main
Well,
singer on it
nice.
being Michael.
That is wild. I never would have guessed that. Honestly, I thought it was slightly newer than that too, so...
They do in fact have a bit at the end where they tease Michael for seeing Mummy kissing Santa.
It makes sense, but
yes.
at the same time...
Ben!
Wow. Yes.
Finally! Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer pulling on the reins, bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright.
I wasn't sure Santa Claus is coming to town.
See, that's what I thought.
No, very close. Jennifer, did you get a different answer?
I had no idea, not even a guess.
This was Here Comes Santa Claus.
Ah.
Indeed, very close.
So, next up, we have a round entitled Santa Banter.
Didn't you want to do the points?
No, because I don't know if there are going to be many, but let's go for it anyway. I always also forget the points, so yes, let's do the points. Jennifer.
I got 4, so that put me at... No, wait. I got 5, because I got the I Saw Mummy Kissing Santa Claus, so that puts me at 10.5.
Jennifer's mum.
1.
I've taken over Jenny's mum.
I'm usually double digits by now. I'm disgusted at myself.
The Quest Giver.
The quest giver got 4 this time, taking me to 8.5.
Okay. So now we have a round. Now we have a round entitled Santa Banter.
Okay.
Before we continue with the round entitled Santa Banter, I'm just going to quickly press this button to put the question numberings in, because apparently I didn't do that earlier. So there we go. So, this is a round entitled Santa Banter. The way that this is going to work, this is based on a board game of same name, which is a game about rhyming.
That is awesome, but John, can you pause for like 2 minutes while I go to the toilet?
We are going to now pause for like 2 minutes while Jennifer cycles the waters.
Countdown begins.
So while Jennifer runs away, is everybody ready for Christmas?
No. I'm a terrible one. I need to finish wrapping up stuff.
I've got 2 presents left to wrap from things.
The other thing, I still need to burn something else as well for the sake of another present.
I
It
need
doesn't
to
sound
burn
right, does it?
things.
It is the only way to make things special. You must burn everything else of it.
Ben does make special things with burning.
Yeah, I've had practice. Oh,
Right.
I wasn't expecting to pull that up.
No, says Random Sean, 100% not ready mentally or presenty. Although I do have other things that burnt people make. This is also a cool.
Wow!
This is a nice sign. It's really not liking the blue screeny sort of effect, but if I hold it like this, maybe it just says, "Do not meddle in the affair of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger."
I must admit, when it comes down, I'm loving that sign. It is beautifully done. I'm envious of that kind of talent. As well as I mind you, I know how to do it. It's more a case I don't have the tools at the moment.
Yeah.
Which does make me think, I could get the tools. It's money which I don't really have at the moment, but I could get them anyway. I mean, at the moment, I'm trying to come up with a design, and I can't even think of what on earth to do for it, for my TikTok guild now.
Okay, your TikTok has a guild now?
It was a suggestion, a joke which was put forward at one point, so I sort of ran with it, and it got popularity. So I said, okay, well, I'll come up with a name for the guild. I'm going to make a Discord for the guild.
Okay.
And I've decided it's going to be the Guild of the Root.
That makes sense.
That the licorice root is what took everything over and made things absolutely
astounding. Everybody does love your licorice root.
I know. I put the video up a second time, and amazingly, it took off again. Hello!
Hey, Rebels.
We're in the middle of the break at the moment, but if you get yourself a pen and paper ready and write all your answers in the chat, so that we get to see them.
Do not write your answers in the chat. You are...
Ignore John. He's
you
not
are
in
in the
here,
middle. You are in the middle, Rebels, and much like wizards, you do not arrive early or late. You arrive precisely when you mean to.
I just realised this top is probably a terrible one to wear, just for sake. A lot of the letters have worn away.
I have been trying to work out what it says.
It was a... Hold on, if I hold that up a little bit more. So it was 404 error, cosplay not found. Basically, I made this for the sake of those casual days where you want to go around and all this side. You can have a laugh at you're meant to be in cosplay and all that lot. Because I like cosplay, I like doing that sort of thing, but sometimes you do just want to go around in a t-shirt and be done with it.
Yeah, that is fair.
Who makes her own cosplay costumes out of foam and all this kind of... She spent like 3 years on one costume.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, there's one which I've been planning, and it's more a case of trying to figure out things. Yes, write your answers in the chat, exactly. So, been trying to figure out exactly what to do.
One thing to do is to not write your the answers in the chat.
Exactly. Don't write your questions in the chat. Write your answers. I've been planning on making Oogie Boogie. Basically knitting him the entire thing.
Oh, that would be painful to knit. That's a lot to knit.
It is a lot to knit. And it's
I guess if you've got the time, though.
That's the real trick more than anything else.
That's just like a thing that you can just do every now and again.
Exactly. Some of the stuff is relatively easy in my mind, which I can figure out, like so making the legs and such, because the legs don't go the full way up. Really, it's going down to just above your knees. So you have that durability to move around and such. And then you've got to attach that onto the bottom or around the sole of a shoe. And that kind of thing's easy. Really, when it comes down to it, it's going to be creating the mass of the body with somewhere to stuff it as well, without making it distinctly a place being stuffed.
Yeah.
Which I need to figure out first.
Recess.
And how to...
Wouldn't it be great if you could come up with, articulated joints that moved underneath the costume to look like the bugs and crap that were living under there?
Once again, the plan is to try and make them... I want to kind of learn a bit of crochet to try and make little crochet bugs to go along with the whole motif.
The alternative is just get some trained insects to sit in your costume.
My favorite part is I have come across a YouTube instructional video to show you how to make the cosplay very cheap, very easy. Basically using actual...
I was concerned for a minute you were going to say you'd come across a YouTube video showing you how to train an insect.
I think they're out there as well, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, Ree is encouraging Oogie Boogie.
When it
I
comes
did
down
an
to
Oogie as my Halloween pumpkin one year. Went over like a riot.
that's what I was sort of thinking, but you need to pad around the outside of it. So you can effectively make a hoop skirt so you get the size of yourself sort of spreading out. Also means that there's a lot more air inside and you can actually put in fans and stuff like that to work with.
That'd be good.
Exactly. It's a bit like another one which I want to make at one point is No Face from Spirited Away.
That'd
After
be
seeing
cool.
Adam Savage making it.
I was going to say, I assume you've seen Adam Savage talk about
Oh, yeah.
making it.
Aha.
Yes.
I mean, I've got a couple of costumes that I'm hoping to get finished by MCM when they happen again, and when we go to them again.
I must admit that I had booked off time for all of the cons this time, hoping that they are going to be open and such, and literally go for them. One, for the sake of, I think I'm actually going to try and do a whole stall side of thing, and actually do that side of thing, because, hell, when it comes
Well,
to
your
do it
TikToks...
anyway, I'd like to... It's kind of taken to a point where I might as well.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Okay, I know that. Yeah. I reckon it'd be quite interesting and quite...
Just set up in the
That's
same
also-
row as us, you know?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, we always like to try and get ourselves together, don't we? And it works out well for us when we do. So,
Yeah.
it's the sort of thing which I would like to try and do.
Right. On that note, look to that sometime when conventions occur in London again,
Yes.
and we all go, and they ask us to be in attendance, because that's also a thing we need to talk to them about. But anyway, this round is entitled Santa Banter. It is a round that I have based on a board game that is it is entitled Santa Banter, and it is to do with rhyming and finding Christmas-themed rhymes. What I have in front of me are 10 descriptions from the game, which have a rhyming solution. Can you find the Christmas rhyme in time?
Is it a line?
We shall see how you do. Question 1. Ebenezer has become absolutely massive in size. Write down the Christmas rhyme. Ebenezer has become absolutely massive in size.
I don't get what I'm supposed to do.
So, for this one, it'd be a description of a big Ebenezer.
To be fair, is there any chance you have a example?
I did not prepare an example, but let me get one.
Just for the
Sorry,
sake of, yeah, trying to get this right, because I'm trying to figure out exactly, is it a word or is it a sentence or is this...
It is a sentence.
Can I just tell them what number 1 is?
No,
You know it in the chat. Please put it in now.
no. So, as an example, I should have prepared an example. I didn't. As an example, if the clue was the reindeer named after a meteor is watching a stop-motion film about a man and dog who love cheese, your answer would be Comet is watching Wallace and Gromit.
Okay.
Right.
So you are looking for a rhyme. For instance, another example. Father Christmas is pouring wine from a posh cut glass vessel. Santa is using a decanter.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
question 1. Ebenezer has become absolutely massive in size. Hey, Sir Dribbles. How are you doing? What is up is this is a Christmassy quiz.
Let's see,
Question 2. The pop duo who sang Last Christmas are petting a baby sheep. The pop duo who sang Last Christmas are petting a baby sheep.
Thought we got away from the dang songs. I swear, you put that category in every single time just to mess with me. Because I hate them. Hate them with a passion.
Okay, I've just understood the assignment.
Question 3. The child star of Home Alone just had a tantrum, and now he's not talking to anybody. The child star of Home Alone just had a tantrum, and now he's not talking to anybody. You are good, sleepy but good. Well, welcome in after a long day of work to a relaxing, lo-fi music-y pub quiz.
Which all three contestants suck at.
No, it's very close.
Please.
Oh, it is this time. It is this time. We don't have a Jeff.
Jeff to Jeff.
Yes, Jeff is going to be getting points which would be relative to what he would normally get. So up to 27 at the moment, I think.
I mean, Jeff has asked that I present him with the questions at a later point, much as we have done with other times when people can't.
No, I didn't do too bad. I did that
I think you did that last Christmas.
No, I did. Well, I did the one who did serial killers.
Yes. Question 4.
Mm-hmm.
The animal trough that Jesus slept in is now working as a guardian of the forest. The animal trough that Jesus slept in is now working as a guardian of the forest. Yes, Sir Dribbles, last Christmas I gave you a quiz. I wish I'd saved the questions and then I could have given you the same quiz again. Last Christmas I gave you a quiz, and this year, to see if you've been paying attention, here it is.
The last Christmas, you gave me a quiz. The very next day,
I
I
threw
did
it
my
away.
biz.
Ver- The very next day it faded away.
This year to save me from biz. No, I'm happy with that.
Question 5. The tool for breaking your walnuts is extremely work-shy. The tool for breaking your walnuts is extremely work-shy.
Do love the fact that this has now just basically become riddles. I like riddles.
I think I get it. So I think I'm actually doing pretty good this round. Because I'm going to find out I've completely misunderstood
Yeah.
all the answers.
Really good. No, we saw.
No. Just like the sun on the horizon.
Yay!
It's not fair.
Sean has got to 200 of the 600 cards packed.
What the smeg? Wow.
Sean is preparing stock for selling not
Ooh.
sending Christmas cards.
I was
Sean
about
doesn't
to
know that
s-
many people. Sean possibly does know that many people, but doesn't send that many cards.
Is that tan white?
But
Yes, it is.
if you like cards, then these are some examples of cards that Sean has made and print. No, they've faded away. Here is an example of a card that Sean has made. This is a Christmassy one, but Sean is currently packing the non-Christmassy cards. Look to them coming to an online shopping place near you soon.
Is she on Etsy?
Soon.
She should be.
Soon. That's what this packing is for, I believe.
I do like it.
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
I can word well, I promise.
Her bags and stuff are on
Soon.
Etsy, though.
No, not yet.
Thought they were.
Must admit, I'm going to have to commission work from a few of you at one point.
Question 6. The gift that you've wrapped up for someone is looking very nice indeed. The gift that you've wrapped up for someone is looking very nice indeed.
Yeah, it's good to get points for spelling.
Yeah,
but
I know, right?
Some of... yeah, Drew says, that's nice, but what's the question?
Well, you're not allowed to put any questions in the chat, but if you don't know any of the answers, please put them in the chat straight away.
It is very difficult with some of these to not just read the answers or read the word that would give it away.
42. Okay, 42.
That's minute 5. We all know.
That's the answer. That is the answer. The ultimate answer. The ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Deep thought, correct?
Question 7. The woolly item worn on your head with a fluffy ball on top is a good home for a large mouse-like creature to inhabit. The woolly item worn on your head with a fluffy ball on top is a good home for a large mouse-like creature to inhabit. Ree says that she is currently wrapping gifts. Well, Ree, I'm sure that the gift that you've just wrapped for someone is looking very nice indeed.
Almost something.
And question 7, just to repeat it one more time. The woolly item worn on your head with a fluffy ball on top is a good home for a large mouse-like creature to inhabit.
What do I need from Tesco's, people?
Booze.
Turkey. Gravy,
Got it.
roast vegetables,
Got 'em.
stuffing,
Brussels sprouts.
pigs in blankets,
Pigs and blankets got.
Christmas
And
pudding,
Mother's got it.
candy canes.
Gross.
Maple syrup.
Even grosser.
Golden syrup.
Oh, ha, ha, now you're
Ben.
talking.
Ben's just now thinking about syrup.
Eco syrup. Honey
Oh.
glaze.
Oh my god.
Bacon.
Sugar.
Question 8.
Bacon covered in sugar.
Question 8. Santa's wife isn't too keen on his mother and father. Sean asks, do you two need a moment? Oh, and Rebel suggests, do you need wine?
No, Mother's taking care of that, and we also got a gift of 12 bottles from one of our friends.
That's a lot of wine.
It's
Oh,
a
and...
friend.
Oh, sorry. Drew suggests you need to buy a present for Drew.
What does Drew like?
Sausages.
Yeah, he does like sausages.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm not sure that's what he had in mind.
Apparently, Drew is also using the chat to just discuss things with Rebels. Saying that he's going to look at Machikoro too. He does say sausages are pretty amazing, so... Oh, they are
There
in
you go.
different rooms. Question 9. The most famous Panto Dame can't locate the small piece of cloth she uses for blowing her nose. Rhea apparently says that's not enough wine. So...
I don't know what a panto dame is, so I'm not gonna get this one.
I have been a panto dame many a time.
Ben has been a
It's a
Panto
wonder.
Dame. I've seen pictures.
Yes,
I haven't seen
Should
it
be
live
glad
yet.
they you should be happy about that. If I see people I know, things happen.
I should get tickets and then hide.
And to be honest, the latest one I'm going to be on is a radio show instead.
Oh yeah, you said. Is that this week?
That's Christmas Day.
I mean, that's fairly this week. Yeah, that's next week. Wow, it's a week from
Yeah.
today.
So that's going to be straight after the Queen's speech.
Oh, so you're not following anything big then?
I mean, it's a small, mediocre thing, you know. Someone in a crown, you know, who cares?
Question 10. The festive basket of treats is moist, but it could be wetter.
Ew.
The festive basket of treats is moist, but it could be wetter.
Oh, I've got it.
I'm getting the feeling I might need to do some more riddles.
Let's see. I've never heard of a Christmas hamper. I'm trying to figure that one out. Christmas basket. Oh, yeah.
You just said it, didn't you? And you heard it.
I actually think I did pretty good with this round. Once I understood what it was.
Once you understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must say, the first one, until I understood the assignment, my very first answer, because this is now not my answer, for the screw, the Ebenezer, but everyone who sees him do despite. And it's like, yeah, no, I understand now.
Okay. Are we ready for the answers?
No, I just need that last one again. I'm sorry.
No problem. The festive basket of treats is moist, but it could be wetter.
Thank you.
You love that word, don't you, John?
What? Moist.
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 I like the word
Moist.
spleen. I don't know why, but there's just something about it. Spleen.
Moist.
Well, I suppose it'd be a moist spleen. Yeah, really.
Spleen.
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 Mitochondria.
Spleen.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Lochwin, go.
I have actually, for the sake that you brought that one up, I have actually challenged myself to try to learn to pronounce that properly.
Oh, you mean not just kind of murbling in the middle of it, like I know the beginning and I know the end.
Gog, gog, gog.
I can do the Llanthwili, and then it's blah, 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 and then it's go, go, go. The middle bit is
like a
challenge.
verbal challenge.
Yeah.
Well, I do actually know how to pronounce it if you want to hear it.
I
go
see
for
the
it.
floor.
If you just say North Wales.
No, it's that town in Wales. Like, there you go. I don't know why everybody makes such a... It's so easy to say. That town in Wales.
Ben,
Yes.
Ebenezer has become absolutely massive in size.
Scrooge is huge.
Correct.
Yes.
Jennifer, the pop duo who sang Last Christmas are petting a baby sheep.
This one I had to guess because I wasn't sure who sung that song, so I got Wham is petting a lamb.
That is correct.
Oh, good.
I will also accept stroking, which is the phrase they used on the card.
Look, I got the bits that were rhyming. Right.
To be honest, that's the only part which we can pretty much guarantee we might get.
Yeah.
Jennifer's mum. The child star of Home Alone just had a tantrum and now is not talking to anybody.
Macaulay Culkin is sulking.
He sure is.
Oh, I bet Macaulay Culkin isn't talking.
To be fair, if it wasn't in the question,
Yeah,
I probably would have done the same thing.
I think that they don't use the same words in the question. Ben!
Otherwise it would be very easy. Yes.
The animal trough that Jesus slept in is now a guardian of the forest.
The manger is a manager.
No.
Damn it.
Jennifer.
The manger is a ranger.
Yep.
Oh.
I will also accept a park ranger, as apparently they decided that was a necessary addition. But yes, the manger is a ranger.
Yeah, for the sake that we don't have too many rangers over here, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jennifer, the tool for breaking your walnuts is extremely work-shy.
The nutcracker is a slacker.
Correct. Jennifer's mum, the gift you've wrapped for someone is looking very nice indeed.
The present looks pleasant.
Correct. Again, they do also say it's the Christmas present is looking pleasant.
There was a few I thought I could add words in,
Yeah.
to the sentence, but I've got limited room on my notepad.
Ben, the woolly item worn on your head with a fluffy ball on top is a good home for a large mouse-like creature to inhabit.
Oh, the rat's in the hat.
I'll give you a point for that. It's Christmas. The specific answer and the full answer that they are looking for is a bobble hat is a good home for a rat.
See, I put the rat lives in a hat.
I put the woolly hat is home to a rat.
So I think we all
Yeah, you
probably
get a point. But they specifically do call it out in the thing as has the fluffy ball on top. So it is a bobble hat.
Yeah.
Jennifer, Santa's wife, isn't keen on his mother and father.
Mrs. Claus hates the in-laws.
Yes. Jennifer's mum, the most famous panto dame, can't locate the small piece of cloth she uses to blow her nose.
Widow Twanky can't find her hanky.
Correct.
What's a widow Twinkie? Like, that feels like a slur.
It's a
It's going to sound a
character.
little bit. Yeah, it's a very popular character when it comes down to pantomimes. Certainly most famous.
You're talking to somebody who grew up mostly in the States, man.
I'm talking pantomimes over here.
Yeah, but there sure as hell was never a woman named Widow Twanky.
I mean, I feel that you're missing a very important part of the Panto Dame role here.
Apparently.
Ben, do you want to explain that bit that...
Traditionally, when it comes down to it, Pantos are run in a very particular manner. So, for example, the hero will always be the main principal male is always played by a female.
Right.
And when it comes down to the dame, which is usually along the lines of a mother or something along those lines, sometimes a nurse or anything like that, will end up being, it's always a man.
Yeah, no, I get that bit. I have seen Pantos, but I've never heard of Widow Twanky.
Oh, fair enough. When it comes down to Widow Twanky, is literally just the most famous of all of them. For the sake that they end up using the Widow Twanky, and actually for the majority of the time it was at least 50 which had Widow Twanky in, just for the sake it was an easy one to play along with, because a double entendre was a very principal part, and the name being close to particular words and phrases brought laughs of the audience.
Oh, okay.
So as well as that, rhyming couplets were very important as well.
Yeah. I know Bustle was huge, so when she
Oh,
went
yeah.
to...
The thing which I love is the most empowering character as well, just for the sake that, yes, it's a woman, yes, it's you're being all these, but the other side is that you have more power on that stage than anyone else. Literally, you are presented to be the most ugly, disgusting figure of a person, and yet it doesn't matter because your personality reaps through and literally takes full control. And it's both hilarious and yet, as I say, it has an empowering thing when you play the character.
Okay, cool.
And finally, Ben, the festive baskets of treats is moist, but it could be wetter.
The hamper could be damper.
A Christmas hamper could be damper.
This is the thing, I'd never heard of a Christmas hamper. Fair enough.
Okay.
I think I did better that round.
Let's get some points. Jennifer, how did you do?
I got 8, so I've got 18 and a half.
Jennifer's mum, how did you do?
9.
And Ben, how did you do? Quest giver.
I also got 9, so that takes me up to 17 and a half.
So going into the final round, Jennifer's mum is on 15. The quest giver is on 17 and a half. And Jennifer has the lead with 18 and a half. It is quite literally all to play for. As we enter a round titled Christmas Trivia. These are just standard questions, but they're about Christmas. Question the first. In which country are children visited by 13 Yule lads instead of one Santa Claus?
Wow. That's a terrible thought, Ben. Oh, God.
I don't have
that's-
fancy intro scenes. I should get fancy intro scenes.
I mean, the more we do these quizzes, absolutely. If nothing else, just sort of round and around.
I'll look into that for next year.
So, Senior lads.
Welcome to the round where I guess all my answers.
I'll try that.
Question 2. How many of Santa's reindeer have names beginning with the letter D?
Do we get
I love
extra
the fact that
points
my
if
head
we
is-
name both?
Jennifer Ann.
Or can we get extra points if we can name them all?
I will give you a bonus point if you can name all of them.
Sure.
And also, Drew does say all of them if you can't spell it properly. Yes, everybody remembers the story of Dudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Question 3. What has been given to the people of Britain by the city of Oslo in Norway every year since 1947?
Ooh, good question.
I thought
Speaking
so.
of Norway, the goat burnt down again.
Not again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it a
Yeah.
couple days ago. There's this Scandinavian country, I can't remember which one it is. Every year they put up this wooden effigy of a goat, and it's the Christmas goat, and they put lights on it and everything. It's really nice. And no matter how high the security is on this damn goat, someone manages to burn it down.
And it's become a tradition in itself.
To
Also,
try
they
and
say,
get it burnt
yeah.
on the damn
It's an inside bloody job, you idiots.
probably.
Right, so what was number 3 again?
Oh, apparently my brother says they have arrested someone
Oh, wow.
in relation to the goat
To be
burning.
fair, they have arrested people in the past as well. They've just never been able to stop them from doing it in the first place.
Was it one of the security guards?
I don't know. Drew, do you have any more than they've arrested someone? Was it somebody that was working there? Question 3 for somebody who asked was, what has been given to the people of Britain by the city of Oslo in Norway every year since 1947?
The middle finger.
Happiness. Oh,
All of the music they don't want.
Oh, apparently it hasn't been burnt down. It didn't burn down in 2017, 2018, 2019, or 2020. The last year it got burnt down was 2016.
My ankle's swelling.
It's a 40-year-old man, is what I'm being informed by my correspondent.
Our correspondent, who is not on site, reports.
He's going to try reading the Norwegian newspapers to find out more. Bear with us while my brother learns Norwegian. Question 4. What type of play, beginning with the letter N, is performed by children at Christmas time? Or Swedish? Where the goat actually is. He's going to try Swedish now, because that's where the goat is.
What did you say, Mama? I need to what?
Full dress.
Oh yeah, I'll move that tonight.
Question 5. How many different types of bird are mentioned in the 12 Days of Christmas?
any different types of bird was it, sir?
How many different types of bird are mentioned in the 12 Days of Christmas? Not looking for exact numbers of each bird, just how many different types of birds are there? Sean does say at least one.
Trying to see if I can even remember the fucking song.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I'll put that down.
Can't remember if it was a cartoon or if it was a movie, but I remember there was one where it did a take on that, and it turned out that the list she'd sent her lover for what she wanted for Christmas had accidentally gotten mixed up with her dad's crossword puzzle answers.
I mean, that would explain a lot of the gifts.
And oh god, I wish I could remember, because then I could Google it. But I do not remember whether it was a movie or a cartoon or what.
Ree says, lots. Larry the cat at number 10 has eaten well recently. Question 6. True or false? Christmas crackers were invented by a sweet maker from London called Tom Smith.
Ooh,
That seems really specific.
I think that's the point. Oh, I see now. I'm still going back to number 2, really trying to get every one of the names.
It is a bit harder when Jeff isn't here, because normally I can base like how long to give you for each question on seeing when both Jeff and Ben finish writing. But without Jeff, I'm just missing this information. Question 7. Oh, more on the goat story first. This just in. The 40-year-old man matches the description of a man seen leaving the scene. He had no lighter on him and was adamant about it, but he did have soot on his hands. He has been taken in for questioning.
He didn't have a big white beard, did he?
Unclear.
Wore a red suit, you know. Big sack over his shoulder.
Question
Siren
7.
on the back, getting ready for Christmas.
Visions of which food danced in the children's head as they slept in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"? Visions of which kind of food, or which food, danced in children's heads as they slept in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"?
I'm currently planning on doing a TikTok trend, which the moment I heard it, I had to put it to this.
This has been Drew, Newcastle-based gavel goat expert. More at 11. More as this story unfolds. I really hope we can actually bring more into this in future streams. We'll just now we go over to gavel goat expert Drew. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you, Drew. In other news,
Now over to Ben with the weather. Ben,
it's coming.
It's raining sideways.
you should have an umbrella, Ben.
Had one.
Where is it?
Did we? Who hired this guy?
Inside out, 2 mile
Global
out away.
warming.
Oh,
To be fair, Drew does say, really, we can only do it once a year.
no. We can do this more often. We will find you, and you will be a part of it. In the
Anyway,
meantime, you will put answers into the chat.
question 8.
We just give you Florida man titles to read.
Question 8. In
That would be a good
Finland,
one.
Hulupukki describes a well-known Christmas figure. But what does the word Hulupukki mean? Yeah, if you've got more, by the way, Drew, throw it in. We'll have some more updates about the gavel goat. Gavle goat? Gavale goat. Apparently, a nearby hotel owner is disappointed at this, as 840,000 kroner was spent on the goat, including the cost of building the goat and the security. The goat will not be rebuilt for Christmas.
Let's see.
be nice to have that kind of money to spend on a wooden goat that
Yeah.
gets burned.
What was the name again there, John?
In Finland, Hulapuki describes a well-known Christmas figure, but what does the word Hulapuki mean? Drew also says the Natural History Museum's goat has also been destroyed.
Oh, wow.
Our Natural History Museum or the Swedish Natural History Museum? Whose Christmas goat?
Whose museum?
Did something happen in London? Do we need to cut? We could cover that a lot easier than the Swedish one.
Probably.
Oh, Sweden. No, yeah, Sweden. Can't really get to that one.
Hey Jan,
What?
Twixmas here at New Year's Eve. This is a week to recover from Christmas.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Question 9. Which UK monarch delivered the first Christmas broadcast to the BBC in 1932?
Ooh.
You know, weirdly, I think this was on the set of questions last year.
I have no idea about the answer on that one, though.
What is your favourite Gavle goat destruction, Drew?
Or another one. What do you think is the most inventive?
What's the
destruction?
most
'Cause I have
inventive?
heard a few interesting stories around it. But what would you say is the most inventive Gavilan goat story? Because I must admit, all I know of it is watching a little bit by Tom Scott.
Question 10. What does the shape of a candy cane represent?
I have no idea whether this is right, but it feels like it might be.
He says inventive would be the American who destroyed it because he was told it was the thing to do.
Yes, I've heard that story. I love that one as well. Yeah, drunken in a pub one night, pretty much got convinced by the locals while he's completely out of his head that, no, it's a tradition. This is what you do. We always do it. The real question is who's going to be the first one to do it, so why not be you?
And he was just like, that sounds legit.
Well, when apparently the entire pub was basically saying, yeah, we were planning on doing it tonight and all that kind of thing. It was very obvious that it was basically saying that everyone did this. It was more a case, and the real fun of it was a case of who was going to do it and who could get past the guards, like it was a game. And he believed them, because everyone there said yes, that's what we do. Every year we burn down the goat. Now,
and while
that's a
that
fair
is
point.
technically accurate, every year they
Exactly.
do seem to burn down the goat or destroy it in some way.
Exactly, and that was the point which was sort of raised, was that, yeah, they might not have been saying that they are actually doing it, but it does burn down every year. So when it came down to justification, it sort of flew out the window. But a wonderful story nonetheless.
Okay, Wood, you got... Oh, his favourite was the 2 years in a row in which they put water on it to ice it up and be fireproof,
And it didn't work at all.
and then it burned down.
Burnt down, fell over, and then fell in the swamp.
I think my favorite part is that they put up security fences, they had a guard watching and doing all that sort of thing. And these guys came with arrows and literally Viking.
That was the first year I heard about it.
The following year, they put flame retardant material on it, and it burnt down.
Yeah.
This
Right.
fucking goat can't get a break.
Would you guys like some answers to the questions?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ben. In which country are children visited by 13 Yule lads instead of one Santa Claus?
I've said Norway.
Close.
I'm not entirely sure.
Jennifer.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. I said Norway.
Jennifer's mum.
I said Sweden.
It is Iceland.
Ah.
Huh.
And I must admit, I had a joke run into my head around that point, thinking Sweden. I was like, oh no. Not even safe for work joke, so I'm not even going to repeat.
They are visited by 13 interesting figures, including Spoon Licker, Pot Licker,
Can I have any whose last name is Liquor, please?
Skier Grubbler, Door Slammer, Sausage Swiper, Window Peeper, Candle Stealer, and Doorway Sniffer, who sniffs your doorway. Jennifer, how many of Santa's reindeer have names beginning with the letter D?
3. You have Dasher, Dancer, and Donner, and all of the reindeer are called Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph.
Said it again slower.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph.
They rhyme. That's why she remembers it.
Actually,
Get it
no,
right.
like Arnold
They did
Schwarzenegger
get it
movie.
right. Oh no, I was thinking along the lines of literally in the original poem, the one which actually brought out the names of the doctor. Literally thinking and trying to get it in my head. It was the order. Because I know it's on Dasher, on. It's, what's the other one?
You're correct, it is 3, and yeah, you said all the names. You have a bonus point.
Yay.
Jennifer's mum, what has been given to the people of Britain by the city of Oslo in Norway every year since 1947?
Our quote-unquote official Christmas tree.
Correct.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It is a Christmas tree which is displayed in Trafalgar Square.
I thought it was Trafalgar Square. I was going to pop that down, and then I doubted myself.
For some reason, I thought it was going to be a wreath, and it was going to be the wreath where the Prime Minister puts on his door.
Also,
I thought it was-
Drew says on other notes about the goat, it doesn't always get destroyed. In 1973, it was stolen.
Oh, wow. I
Who steals a giant goat?
was going to say, how do you steal a giant goat?
How do you not get seen?
What,
Like, how
me?
does
This
nobody
giant
notice?
goat? No, this isn't the town's giant goat. This is mine. I bought it from home.
I just like the other side of the other idea is just they literally took it around the corner, burnt it there. There's no evidence left behind. We didn't find the goat, but we found the giant ash pile.
Ben, what type of play beginning with the letter N is performed by children at Christmas time?
A nativity play.
Correct. Jennifer, how many different types of bird are mentioned in the 12 Days of Christmas?
I think it's 5.
Jennifer's mum.
I got 6.
The correct answer is 6.
Which one did I miss?
Swans are swimming, geese are laying.
The swans. I forgot the fucking swans.
So the full 6 are partridge, turtle doves,
Yep.
French hens, calling birds, geese, and swans.
Forgot about the fucking swans.
Yeah, I kind of got it wrong as well.
Drew also points out, to do with the goat, in 1992 it burnt down in 8 days. It was then rebuilt and burnt on the 20th of December. And so they founded the Goat Committee. He also points out that if you count up correctly, there are 184 birds given in the song. Sure, you can have a point too.
Is that collectively throughout the song, or adding on every time you go through the list? So is that just from going through it once, or is it from the sake of going through it so many times that it adds up?
I believe that's additively giving, like...
Yeah, that's a cumulative.
I was going to say, oh, watch, that's incredibly high.
I believe there's, if you count it up cumulatively, you get something like 364 presents are given in total.
What was higher than that?
Anyway, Jennifer's mum.
The idea. Oh, sorry.
Jennifer's mum. True or false? Christmas crackers were invented by a sweet maker from London called Tom Smith.
I said false, but it's probably true.
It is true.
Cool. It seemed too oddly specific to be false, to be honest.
I thought when it came down to it, it was more like it was specific for a different reason. I had a feeling it was going to be he made a particular sweet for Christmas.
Well, I thought it was going to be a sweet maker, but I didn't know it was going to be that sweet maker. I also thought the Chinese might have been involved.
Sorry, I just read the chat.
The goat was stolen by a man who then placed it in his backyard. He was later sentenced to 2 years in prison for aggravated theft.
And then it
Of
was
a goat.
Of a goat.
It was burnt, his house burnt down, garden, and the sprouts were okay.
Ben.
Yes.
Visions of which food danced in the children's head as they slept in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"?
Sugar plums danced through their heads.
Correct.
Oh, fuck that one up.
Drew says, can you imagine that in prison? What you in for? I stole a goat. Giant goat.
Made of sticks.
Jennifer. In
Yeah.
Finland, Hulapukki describes a well-known Christmas figure. What does the word Hulapukki mean?
I have no idea.
Jennifer's mum. Well, because I didn't hear the question properly the first time, I put down elf. But now you say a Christmas figure, I'm thinking Santa.
Or Krampus.
Ben.
No, Krampus.
I put down that it meant Father of Winter.
It actually translates as Christmas goat.
Oh. Interesting. Interesting.
In 1994, the goat survived, and the goat followed the Swedish national hockey team to Italy for the World Championship of Hockey.
Where it was bad.
Gives another goat fact, which is apparently a thing that is happening now.
Goat facts.
Goat facts. You have subscribed to Goat Facts. Click here to unsubscribe.
It's Goat Facts. We're not like Fox News. We actually talk about goats.
And facts. Oh, that would get us in so much trouble if we were American and cared. Jennifer's mum. Which UK monarch delivered the first Christmas broadcast to the BBC in 1932?
King George.
I'll give you a point for that. Can anybody tell me which number of George he is?
I just said fifth.
I did not hear that bit. It is George V. Yes.
Do I get 2 points?
No, that's one answer. Apparently, we've specifically subscribed to Gavel Goat Facts. I keep going for now. We're really out of quiz real soon, so you're gonna have to stop in a minute or start a really randomly specific section on the Discord. And finally, Ben, what does the shape of a candy cane represent?
I really had no idea, so I ended up putting down the cane that used to be used to beat naughty children.
Jennifer.
I had no idea.
Jennifer's mum.
Shepherd's Crook.
It is a shepherd's crook.
Oh, that's a lot nicer than I was expecting.
Drew says he is tempted to do a Gavel Goat chat on the Meeple Perk Discord.
Do it. Do it.
So, Angel, how did you do that round?
I got 5 points, so I'm at 23 and a half.
Jennifer's mum, how did you do?
6, so I'm at 21.
And Ben, how did you do?
I got 4, so I'm at 21 and a half.
Oh!
I can feel a dagger in my being stared into the side of my neck for not giving 2 points for George V now. So, that is the end of the Christmas quiz. In
Thank
last
God.
place is Drew with 1 point. In next is Glitched with 21. Quest Giver has 21 and a half. And Angel wins with 23 and a half.
None of us broke 30. I mean, what the hell is this?
I don't know. I'm proud that I broke 20. So.
Yeah, I know.
When it
I
comes
got
down to
one
it just goes to show that this is a very nice way to do things. Now, considering that Drew got the lowest, does that mean Drew gets to choose what we're going to do next time for the special?
Yeah, why not? Drew, we'll be in touch. I'll question you. It's not gonna be about the goat.
Well,
But-
you've given us too many facts about the goat already.
I mean, I guess it could be on the facts that he's given us about the goat. Welcome to the Gavel Goat round.
Is that the round which you would like for the next time? The Gavel Goat round?
He has also pointed out these other additional facts of, in 2005, it was burnt down by unknown vandals reportedly dressed as Santa Claus and a gingerbread man, who shot a flaming arrow at the goat.
That's a cool way to do it.
The hunt for the arsonist responsible for the goat burning in 2005 was featured on the weekly Swedish live broadcast, TV3's Most Wanted. Gavel
Of course it
Goat Burner.
I think my absolute favourite one was that there was one where they'd, once again, Burning Arrow, same deal. But there were about 5 or 6 different stories on what the person looked like. And led into a belief that actually there were about 6 of them who are all in different locations, all dressed up to look differently, and all made to look particularly different.
Sure. I will allow that because that
Ooh.
makes it easier for me.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, next month in January, we're going to have a round written by my brother.
Awesome.
Cool.
Alongside other rounds that I have written already, including Simpsons and televisual firsts.
Interesting.
Apparently, he is thinking of doing a Spider-Man round.
Ooh. I feel confident.
I feel confident. But I'll also get the answers, but
I was going to say, you should
I
feel
might-
confident, really.
I might have a chance to give it a go before I get the answers.
Valid point.
I'll have to start rewatching all of Linkara's videos about Spider-Man comics.
Anyway, that is all for the pub quiz this month. We wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
New Year.
We with the pub quiz will see you in about a month's time. I mean, he says it's Spider-Man or board games or Gavel Goat. Those are the 3 things he knows anything about, apparently.
Spider Goat.
Spider Goat. The board game, Spider Goat. that is all for the pub quiz this month. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It is a great way for you guys to know when we go live in a completely free way that you can spot us on the channel. If you have the spare money to do so, subscribe. If you have Twitch Prime, you have a free sub. Please use it. Otherwise, you're just throwing money away. Don't do that.
That's bad.
That's silly. You're just giving what's his name? Guy with lots of money. You're just giving him more money. Bezos.
Yeah.
There
Jeff
we go. I couldn't think of his name for a minute. I was just going
to
Elon
be honest, I do
Musk,
just think of-
Zuckerberg.
I'm
No.
just kind of thinking of the alien in South Park now.
The alien in South Park. Just you're giving him lots of
Yeah,
money.
so-
It's weird.
I know he talks in your head and all that lot. Maybe you don't want to be a Prime member anymore.
We do have some streams coming up before Christmas. On Monday night. Let's start with tomorrow, because tomorrow is the thing that happens before Monday. Because it's not yet Sunday. Tomorrow night, we have the next episode of the Spiral of the Dark God, the 4th of 5 episodes that make up the finale. Not yet, Drew. You can do a redeem. We have the 4th of 5 episodes that make up the finale of In the Clutches of the Cult, the Spiral of the Dark God. This episode is titled Shadow and Spirals, or something along those lines. I can't quite remember it right now. I'm going to go over to the credit screen because it's written there.
That's a good idea.
Spiral and Shade. So that is tomorrow night. On Monday night, I will be possibly finishing Mass Effect. On Tuesday night, I'm hoping to talk to Michael and Sean, and we'll play some more of Satisfactory.
Interesting.
So tune in for that. Jennifer, are you streaming on Thursday?
Yep, I'll be reading more Bioshock.
So
Oh.
don't bother tuning in.
Shut up.
And then I think that's probably going to be it for streams before Christmas.
I mean, to be fair, I will be doing one on Monday, just chatting more than anything else.
So yeah, watch Ben as well.
That'll be around 2 or 3 o'clock on Monday.
Because
Yeah, watch Ben again.
I'll be at work, so watch Ben, and then come watch us, and then come watch us again, and then watch Jennifer, and then have a Merry Christmas, and then we'll be back next week.
Yeah. Pretty much, basically, just watch all of us. Constantly.
Yeah.
Always. As we sleep.
Don't stop.
We'll see you guys again real soon. We're now going to go do a raid at Delirath, as requested by the channel points. So, buckle up. We're going to go into Delirath, who is doing some Dark Souls 3. Send that orc some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye-bye now.